How do you build a dream home for a man trying to win over a woman he once deceived? Well, sit back and let me show you. And that was oddly specific. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Just a Mom That Sims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for another Sims 4 Speed Build. This is for a Sims 4 love story. So if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the things. Guys, let me give my normal disclaimer. I do not edit my voiceovers when I do speed builds or cast creations. So please forgive my ums, ahs, stumbling, bumbling, and my slow Southern United States drawl. Now let's talk about what we're building here. I am building a house in Ondarion. Ondarion is pretty specific, and I'm going to tell you up front that I'm not going to use everything from just one pack. However, I am heavily inspired by the Royalty and Legacy pack. Also, the Solarium Tea Time kit that came with that pack. And I did use some Love Struck as well. Now, I go a lot to my kits when I'm trying to clutter and do more decorations, but I think that about 75% of the build is from those three packs. Now, I do have a toddler room, or really a child room, that I am going to add to this build, and it is going to be using the Storybook Nursery Kit and the Wonderland Kit. So up here, you can see that I did this roof because I saw roofs like this on some of the other houses in this area. So I did the 3 tiny roofs, and then I did put in a ceiling and then put towel on it. Then I decided to use a fence with the plants on it to decorate the edges of the roof, because I don't know what made me do that part. But I am going to try to find a nice door from the Royalty and Legacy pack. This is a rich pack, very expensive, but my goal is this is a 4-bedroom and 3-bathroom house, and it's 3 full bathrooms, even though one is tiny. Also, I have a grand ballroom in here, and I'm going to build a outdoor kitchen. My goal is to keep this build under $100,000, and that's saying a lot because I am predominantly using Royalty and Legacy things. Now, these windows come from the Teton Solarium kit, and I do make up names of kits and packs, but it's usually in the vicinity of the name. Now, the reason I'm putting these different windows on this one side is because that's the grand ballroom, and I do want it from the inside especially to look different than the rest of the house, even though it's connected. Now, these other windows are from For Rent, and I meant to say the For Rent pack when I said Love Struck, guys. So the For Rent is the 3rd pack. For Rent, Teton Solarium Kit, and Royalty and Legacy. Now, I think I said Love Struck because I use it in so many builds. But anyway, I got my windows placed, and now I'm just putting a couple of these long windows that come with the R&L pack, and I wanted to put them in between. I'm going to remove this window because I realized I need a back door. I like to have more than one exit on my Sims buildings when I can. Sometimes I can't, but that's like a real life thing from growing up where you really needed to have an alternate way out. I'll leave it at that. But I am building a kitchen back here, so I want to put a tall fence, but not one of the ultra tall, but not a short. So I guess I'm looking for a medium height. And this house is on a platform. I do like building on platforms a lot. So this is just a 2-step up platform. So you definitely need stairs to get on and off of it. If it was 1 step up, you could just walk in. Now, I did demolish the tiny home that used to be here. Now, what is happening in my story? I'm going to talk building and I'm going to talk story. This is for the Twin Flame story. If you have not been watching, you should check it out. Now, we have twins. One of them meets a lady by chance, Kylie, who is a legacy sim. We have played her family before her. Guys, he meets her and he gets really nervous about women when it comes to a romantic sense. If it is just talking as friends is cool. But he asked his twin brother to switch places because on this whim, she invited him to a grand ball she was having at her previous home, right? And his twin was very reluctant because they lost their mother at a young age, but she caught them before she passed very young, switching places. And baby, the butt pop, 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 popping they got taught them not to do that. So they never switched places again, not in school, not to trick friends, not for April Fool's, honey, not for a prank, nothing. But he did it because his twin was pouting and kind of not talking to him, and they are closer than close, and it hurt his feelings. So he did it, not only to find out, like, he goes to this grand ball only to get super deep feelings and become enchanted by her. He started to believe in love at first sight, even though he didn't think he was in love, okay? He's not like that, but he was enchanted by her, and he could freely admit that. But he knew then, like, let me back up. So, guys, I am using a lot of the prints inside the house from Royalty and Legacy. I really like these prints, so I am going with this different, darker, deeper color one in the grand ballroom. Also, I thought about using these blue because it's the towel that comes with the pack, and decided no, I'm gonna get these smooth. They have like a smooth concrete one, but it's got like a border at the top. I have it in the room in the back behind this room, and that's gonna be the in-house dining room. The kitchen's outside, the dining room's inside. But I was like, oh, I could use this for the bathroom, so I'm gonna switch that out. Then for flooring, really we got this concrete flooring and a towel. I'm going to use the concrete flooring for most of the house in different colors, but I think I may use that other flooring. It's like a towel in the bathroom. So we'll get back to the story. So anyway, he knew, like, I can't see her again because my brother really likes her, and his brother did get his nerves up and take her to the next date. But he did, going back, they're called Storm and Sky. Storm is the shy one, Sky is the outgoing one. Sky runs into her in the market. She's really sad because she's lost her father that raised her. And they end up spending the night together, but not in a woohoo type of way. He just took her back home because he was concerned. She told him he could sleep in the bed, and he held her while she slept, and helped keep some of the sadness at bay. This towel actually is the one I was talking about from Royalty and Legacy. It is a pretty swatch, and I decided that it would be perfect in our master bathroom. So that's what you see me putting in there. I like to get the outside of my house right, then the inside. Now I am doing my solarium doors, and as I look at the one to the grand ballroom, they have a open swatch for the door and a closed, and it's two separate doors, but they're the same door. So you can see me putting that in because I think at night sometimes we'll be having grand balls, and we would want the rest of the house not to be disturbed by it, so we got those doors. But I did decide to use those same doors open to go into the dining room. Now back to the story again, guys. So that changed things for him. They kissed for the first time at that grand ball. The other brother, in the meantime, she's not feeling him, not knowing it's a different person. She just thinks he's hot and he's cold. And it is so crazy because at some point it escalates, guys, and Sky and Kylie, they do woohoo. Now his brother has taken her in the meantime to meet the parents, even though they've never kissed. He takes her to meet their parents, and they've not, that was risky, but the parents kind of refer to them as brothers when they're away from each other. They don't necessarily come out with their twins. But y'all, after they woohoo, a couple of things happen. There's another death. Her father, who wasn't in her life, dies, and her mom is still sad from her father that raised her dying. And guys, she starts keeping her siblings because her mother is an elder who wanted more kids. This is all by chance. This part, she has twins. So she starts watching them. She's got other siblings, but she watches them because they're still infants so that her mom can grieve, have this time to grieve. That's when she starts to notice, like, man, my sisters, they are so different, even though they're identical. And it doesn't trigger anything yet, but when she goes to this outing with Storm twin, a shy twin, to meet the parents, guys, she sees a birthmark on him. But when she woohoos with Sky, it's something that clicks, like, wait, what happened to the birthmark? So she needs to reconfirm, guys. And that's when she realized, oh my gosh, the unthinkable, because you would never think, like, hey, twins are swapping places. Like, this isn't the parent trap, right? So, guys, she confirms it. She confronts them, and at the same time, she finds out she is pregnant. The one time that her and Twin Two Sky, who is by chance the oldest, by the way, I'm calling him Twin Two, but he's the oldest. Anyway, he's Twin Two because he didn't meet her first. They are expecting a baby, but now it's time to make hard decisions, and she decides, I can't trust you. Rightly so, right? I can't trust you, but I want our baby to have a father, and he seems like he cares their way, and so we're gonna co-parent. I'm gonna meet your parents this time from you, because you're gonna explain what y'all did and what the situation is. Then I'm gonna meet them because I want my baby to have his grandparents on that side. He's got her mom only since her father died, and I want it to be a real family, but I'm not gonna be with you. So they've been doing that, guys. They've been co-parenting. It has been going extremely well. Like, I have to say, it's been going extremely well, and 4 months have gone by, but she's still, like, not giving him the time of day like that. Like, it's a friendship at this point from her perspective, but he is honest. He's like, I'm not gonna give up. If it's not you, it's not anybody at this point in time. I will focus on raising our son, and I will continue to try to gain your trust. And so we are here building this house, because what he came up with after 4 months is, hey, I want you and our son to move in with me. Like, let's move in together. He had a tiny home, guys. It was a tiny home from the game in Ondarion on this giant, huge lot. You can see that the lot has room, and y'all, I am planning, because I want to have a fire pit back here. I want to have lounge chairs and an umbrella like she had at her previous house. Her house was a nice size, but not this big. I think it was pricing out at like $79,000, and it was only using like 3 packs. So it is still over there in Ondarion, still like across town in another neighborhood. But no, we're building this house much bigger, but trying to keep it, affordable. She is one step from the top of being a top chef. He is a vet, so he earns good money, but it is on a budget. He's on a budget because he does invest in his clinic. He did sell some of his vet equipment that he was using for here, but ultimately he wants to consolidate and have a vet clinic here, but also sell the one he has and he works at part-time in Gibby Point. So you can see, y'all, this is like one of my favorite tubs. It comes with the Royalty and Legacy pack. I love this tub, so I'm just trying to decide for an abnormally long time, because this is at 900 speed, which swatch. And this sink matches it too, and I'm going to pick a toilet and put a really nice mirror in here. And then I'm going to clutter. This is more clutter than I normally do. So let me say this. If you download this build, it's a bunch of kits listed. If you don't have those, you will still have a full bill. But mine is like the wallpaper in the infant room. You will have a full bill except for the infant and toddler room, but you just won't have a lot of the clutter items. And normally I don't clutter my bills because I do like real life, I let my Sims clutter it as they live in the house. But in this case, I don't know. I was feeling the urge. I had this build completed in about 2.5 hours. However, it took me another hour and a half to clutter, and that's another reason why I don't clutter. Also, when I'm searching on the gallery, guys, I really like uncluttered things because I don't want to figure out what packs I have. So that's why I tell you in this build, my gallery ID is at just a mom that Sims. Also, I will say that I accidentally have a floating roll of toilet paper in the dining room. Honey, it might be in the upload. So I think it is. Just delete it. It was an accident. You'll see it in the walkthrough. It was an accident. That's when I noticed it and deleted it. I am putting in even the rugs. That rug is from Sleek Bathroom, but the other two, these, they are from that bathroom clutter kit, guys. I just got it recently. Some of you have been gifting me kits and stuff, and I just really appreciate you all. Also, y'all, I am a fan of the marketplace. I like it. It's unobtrusive because when I don't want to see it, I never have to click on it, but when I want to, I go look, and I have about one, was it two? I definitely bought one because it was a six bedroom, and I'm actually using that bed in the master bedroom, the six maker kit. So anyway, back to the story. Guys, she was pregnant, so he just wants to, like, he's been there from birth to now, from pregnancy to now. Like, he was staying at her house more than his own, and it was just the truth. He was there, he would go to work, he would go back by the house and pick up stuff. Let's go through our walkthrough. So she did say she would think about it, and guys, she accepted. She agreed to move in with him, and here they are. So I love doing a pan around before we do our walkthrough. He's going to keep trying to win her, but he's not going to be overly aggressive with it because he wants to respect her boundaries, but he is a man on a mission. So this is the house that Sky built, and Kylie moved. They had plenty of money. I will say that I started with 98,000 simoleons. After I sold a lot of the bushes around here, this is what we came up with. When you walk in, this is the first bathroom. That is a 3.5 tile functional bathroom. Come across the living room to our grand ballroom. We've got benches and we've got the speaker on the wall. Now, our living room, this sectional couch I love, guys, but this is our toddler room. Again, this is the Wonderland kit and the Storybook Nursery kit mixed together, and I got random wall decals, mostly from the base game. I love putting our little handprints up in different swatches. That bookshelf is functional, one of the few functional ones in the Wonderland kit. Now, coming through our dining room, I love it. We'll look at it again, but this is our master bedroom. That's the bed from the six maker kit. Gosh, chef kiss to their kid. This bedroom, chef's kiss, because baby, I did my big thing. That rug comes from the maker kit too. We go a step up. This is where we'll keep our babies when they're babies and infants. I love having them close by, but with the mediocre of privacy, it's open. But you know, we're gonna come across past our vanity to the master bathroom. You will notice that I have some plants and paintings and stuff on the walls, but not a lot. Now we're gonna come in here and come across our dining room. We got an aquarium. This is our third bathroom, another fully functional one, and we're gonna come back out. This goes to our other bedroom. This is where Sky's gonna sleep to give Kylie her privacy, but it doubles as our office. We'll fix it up more if we have use for it. And we come out. This is our outdoor kitchen. Kylie is a chef, guys, and she is almost at the top. So she's got almost every appliance, waffle maker, tea maker. We've got, or tea kettle, honey. We've got fruit sitting out. You also saw the steamer. Yeah, we got it all. And this is the Sulani barbecue pit as well with the picnic table. This is a fire pit. We're going to sit around, tell stories, roast marshmallows. We're going to practice our swordsmanship, and we did fit, guys, next to the fishing pond. We fit our little what do you call them, lounging chairs, so we can get a tan. So as I pan the world, I really hope you enjoyed this build. And until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.